Hey everybody, y'all, look, I'm tired of holding this in. Like, I have to talk about the injustices that's been going on with me as far as Department of Human Resources. So I'm gonna talk to y'all about this while I'm doing the reading on myself for today and just seeing what's going on and connecting with Spirit, the Most High, the Creator, the archangels, angels. I say angels because that's how you really say it, but that's how I've been led to say it. But I need to start talking about this because I know I'm not the only one that's going through this, and we have to start sticking together and speaking out so that we can bring awareness to a lot of the things that's going on. We have to stop being scared and stop thinking that we're going to get hurt or something like that for speaking out. We don't have to do it in a violent way. When you're doing it in a violent way, yes, that's going to bring some drama and trauma. But if you're doing it in a way that's respectable and you're just voicing your opinion, then I don't think that it should be a problem at all for you speaking out. Now, mind you, my son fell out of the car last year while I was driving. My oldest daughter is the one who opened the door. Now, I had no idea that she opened the door up until the day that they gave her back to me. The Department of Human Resources here in Huntsville, Alabama, gave her back to me. And they told me not to speak to her about it. Now, my son had so much trauma to his little 1-year-old body. He had just turned 1 7 days before. My son had a concussion, a broken rib, fluid on his lungs, well, a tear in his lungs, a tear in his liver and fluid on his lungs, and he had air in his chest. He also tore his nerve, which was it's called a brachial plexus nerve. And so he had to have surgery to get the nerve to get back working. So I've been working with him on it because the people who was doing his therapy before, well, because he was in foster care, he had foster parents, and they sent him to a doctor's office or a physical therapist that they felt was better for him or that was close to them. And that was too far out for me. And right now, I don't have transportation, so that it's hard to get from here, where I'm located, to the location that the doctor's office is. So I decided to move him to something that was closer and that was more convenient for me here on a bus ride. And so already it's been like a weird experience. Like, the lady just texted me the day of the appointment and said that her physical therapist got sick. I didn't get a call to see if I needed to reschedule anything. Now, I'm going to do that because that's my job, but at the same time, you can text and cancel, but you cannot say anything about rescheduling, anything like that. And in so many words, well, she put it in a different way, but she was basically telling me that me having 4 kids is too much, and they have to schedule him on days where there's not children there so that my children can play on the playground while Michael get his physical therapy. And she's like, oh, I wish I had somebody to watch the kids while, he does his physical therapy. I didn't get upset. I didn't get offended because I get it. It's a lot. 4 children, 3 of them, all 4 of them running around and jumping around, but they're excited because they see the toys and the things that you play with in physical therapy. So thinking that you're going to keep children calm in an atmosphere like that is just kind of funny to me. But okay. So it's got me thinking maybe I should just train him myself. And he's been doing pretty good with it. I didn't even had dreams of him moving his fingers for cookies. I said, so Michael, like a couple weeks after I had the dream, I said, so Michael, you gonna move your fingers for cookies? He said, yeah. And lately, like, well, anybody that knows me knows that a lot of the visions that I have, because I'm a visionary, one of the gifts that I was given is to be a visionary. I dream things before they happen. I see them before they happen. The Creator shows me things before they happen for a reason, because the Creator warns. That's the reason why we have the visions, is to be warned about things that is to come, so that we may prepare, for those things. When you rocking with the Creator, you won't ever be led wrong. Won't ever be led wrong. I have not ever been led wrong, despite what anybody else may think or how they may feel like my story should look or how my life should look according to their standards in their life, and not worried about how I feel about my standards in my life, and not remembering that I'm a 31-year-old woman and I can make decisions for myself. Yes, I have not made the best decisions in the past, which we all have had times we have not made the best decisions. So no one can talk about anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all here to be used, just not misused. And I don't come with intentions on misusing anybody. Now, if I come to anybody for help, that's because I genuinely need it. And if you choose not to do so, then that's you. And I'm not upset about that, because that's your belongings. But anyway, he underwent two surgeries, one in November last year and in December, and he overcame that. My son inspired me so much if it wasn't for this situation, if it wasn't for my son's accident, just in general, I would not be where I am today. And I have evolved so beautifully and so much that the old me is really gone. These people that think they know me, they're gonna have to get to know me all over. I really mean that. I'm a totally different person. I don't even recognize myself sometimes. I be like, wow, is this really happening? I'm really walking in my purpose. Without a care, without worrying about what other people think of me, about what they feel of me. I don't care. I'm going to walk in my purpose. But I got off track. But anyway, well, no, I didn't, because like I said, if my son's situation hadn't happened, I'm not going to say I wouldn't be here, but it probably would have took longer. God had to shake some stuff up in my life. That's what I call that. But I had to he was also training me to remember that my children are not my children. They're his children as well. And they have a story to tell as well. So I cannot be mad at the Creator if he feel like if he allowed that to happen, because everything got to go through God. So if God allows that, because if God ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, if we opening them doors up, because I'm not going to say God ain't going to allow that to happen, because you know what? Sometimes we open up doors for ourselves. Me included. That is how I experienced a lot that I've experienced. Oh, I have a story to tell. That is why when I speak, my voice is so powerful, because, baby, I have really transformed my pain into purpose. I hear my kids screaming and hollering, but sometimes they be playing, sometimes they be crying. I have to try to figure out. But they at the playground playing right here. Oh, my baby crying, y'all. Hold on, because I got to see what that's about.